I am Lokaprakash Narayana, Principal and Physics Lecturer, Abhinava Bharathi PU College, Mandya. I welcome all the first PUC science students to the physical world. Physics is a branch of science. Okay? Therefore, first we should understand what science is. Science is the systematic study of knowledge. Okay? The word science is derived from the Latin word scientia. That means to know, the urge to learn. In Kannada, it is daha. This is very important. One who has urge to learn science can definitely learn science. Okay? So science is very exciting and creative. We shall see in future. Physics is a branch of science. The word physics is derived from the Greek word physis, which means nature. Physis means nature. Therefore, physics deals about nature and natural phenomena. Be very clear. What nature means? I and my surrounding is nature. Okay? So it deals about me and my surrounding and natural phenomena. Natural phenomena means anything you observe in nature is a natural phenomena. An object is at rest, is an observation. A falling stone, raining, fluttering of leaves, flying of birds, rotation of a fan, anything you identify, the different colors of a rainbow, these are all natural phenomena. Okay? Make it very clear. Therefore, reading physics is reading about me and my surrounding. Therefore, it plays a very important role in our daily life. To read science, a method called scientific method is to be followed. So why students cannot understand science and physics? Because you didn't follow these things. If you follow these steps very clearly, everyone can understand very clearly. Science becomes very easier. Physics becomes very easier. Okay. The first thing to be followed under scientific method is careful observation. That is very important. So, in our surrounding, we should observe the happenings, the phenomena very carefully. That is very important. Careful observation leads to many discoveries. Newton, just by observing a falling apple, a falling object, he became a great person in science. Why that body falls down? What is responsible for its falling? So like that, he starts thinking. So he gave so many things. So in future, we are going to learn all those things. Logical reasoning is also very important. Logical reasoning means what reason you gives for an happening should be acceptable by all. That is very important. So what reason you gives should be related to that. That is very important in science. Assumption. We should have this caliber of thinking. So that assumptions leads to model making. Suppose if you think something, you should be in a position to give a shape to that of your concept or assumption. That also plays a very important role. Okay, solar system model. Solar system is like this. Rocket model, atomic models, nuclear models. That plays a very important role. In future, we are going to use all these things. So to learn physics. Prediction. So this plays very important in theoretical physics. So that prediction and experimentation. So prediction means, so we should be in a position to think one step forward. We should predict what may be, what may happen. So by studying past and present. So we should be in a position to predict the future. So that prediction should be, we should verify those things experimentally. Okay, theory and experiments are the two major things which are very important to learn science and physics. Okay, what theory says is to be verified by experiments. What experiment we conduct, theory should explain all the things. Okay, in future we will use that concept also. The two major domains of physics, the two big domains of physics are macroscopic domain, macroscopic thinking, microscopic domain. Macroscopic means, macro means large, studying about terrestrial objects, then planets, stars, movement of stars, movement of planets, and movement of terrestrial objects. So what happens in our nature, all those things comes under macroscopic domain. Movement of car, buses, trains, aeroplanes and all those things comes under macroscopic domain. Microscopic domain deals about atomic structure, movement of electrons, protons and all those things, then molecules. Okay, the properties of molecules and atoms comes under microscopic domain. These are the examples for these two domains. Okay. Next we shall move to the two major objectives of physics. This is very important for a physics student. So why we have to read physics? What is the use of physics? You see, reductionism. Okay, that means simplification. Physics simplifies our life. Suppose in past some 20-30 people are required to fill soil into a JCB. A JCB will does the work of 100 together of peoples. We are simplifying that work. Okay? So a single, that is increasing the efficiency, is the major objective of physics. To make the work easier is the objective of physics. Simplification is the major objective of physics. The second one is unification. Okay, in Kannada, Saralikarana, Ekikarana. In Kannada, unification. A single rule which explains so many natural phenomena. That is the major principal thrust or objective of physics. Therefore, you should understand these two things very clearly. Being a physicist, after reading physics, what should be your goal? Simplification and unification. Okay? Okay. So let us see. Physics and technology. How physics is related to technology? Physics is basic science. Technology is applied science. Okay? BE and MBBS are two major technical courses. They are applied. BSc is a basic course. Okay? The application of science or physics is done in the field of technology. Physics orders, technology obeys, implements that order. That is the relation between, this is something like a parent and kid, these things. So this is the relation between physics and technology. Okay? Yes. Lastly, so basic forces in nature. In nature, there are 4 types of basic forces. The first one is gravitational force. The force between two masses, the attractive force between two masses. Every object in the universe attracts every other. Love all is the concept of gravitational force. Love all. Sai Baba says, love all, serve all. Gravitational force says, every mass should attract every other. The force between two masses is called gravitational force. The force between two charges or two magnetic poles is called electromagnetic force. Like charges repels, unlike charges attracts. Like poles repels, unlike poles attracts. Okay? There are two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge. Plus plus is like, minus minus is like, plus minus is unlike. Okay? Similarly, there are two magnetic poles, north pole and south pole. The force between the charges and magnetic poles is called electromagnetic force. We will learn in detail in second PUC about these things. We will learn in detail about gravitational force in the first PUC itself. Then the third one is weak nuclear force. Fourth one is strong nuclear forces. These two, the name itself says, these two forces exist within the nucleus. Okay? These two forces. These weak nuclear forces are responsible for the conversion of proton to neutron and neutron to proton inside the nucleus. They are responsible for beta plus decay and beta minus decay, that is electron emission and positron emission. Okay, we will learn about this in detail in second PUC. Strong nuclear forces. The forces which binds the two nucleons very strongly. Okay, mass defect is the cause for strong nuclear forces. Gravitational force is the weakest force. Nuclear force is the strongest force in nature. Okay, based on their origin, how these forces took their birth. Okay, so we have classified the forces into basically four types. There are four types of basic forces in nature. Okay, force is the cause, motion is the result. So that is why, so we are studying all these things here. So anyhow, there are plenty of things to explain in the physical world. Yes, the physical world is exciting and amazing. We should read, everyone should read physics and understand physics so they can lead a very good sacrosanct life in future. So in the next class, we shall move to the first topic, the next topic of physics, that is units and dimensions. Thank you.